Hello everyone. We here at Bad Music Video Theater pride ourselves in listening to music from many different eras. But we have gotten a few comments about the lack of modern hits and how we only feature 80s songs. And that's just not true. But I understand what you're saying. So what do you say we bring this episode into the 21st century? At least the year 2000. And who better to exemplify the Y2K era than the Material Girl herself? Are we sure about this one, guys? Music is the title track for Madonna's 2000 album, Music. While initially Madonna re-teamed with William Orbit, the producer and collaborator behind her 1998 smash resurgence record Ray of Light, she decided that the Ray of Light sound they had created together had become ubiquitous in popular music. Not wanting to retread over their past work, she brought in French electronic artist Mirwais, known in the European dance music world, to produce the album.
How'd you go about choosing who you work with?
I just have to have a reaction to them when I listen to their stuff, and I never want to work with people that have done lots of other people's records. I always want to find somebody new and fresh. I decided to work with William when he sent a demo of some new tracks. I heard that and I'm like, okay, gotta work with that guy. Sounds amazing. A couple years later, the exact same thing happened. Mirwais' demo arrived at my record company, and I heard that and I'm like, oh my god, that's it. That is it.
Madonna wanted to go for a more funky, minimalist sound after her dense ambient production of Ray of Light. She said that she wanted to celebrate music's ability to unify people. The story goes that she was at a Sting concert, and the audience was pretty quiet and calm during the new stuff, until he started playing songs from The Police. Suddenly, the audience got on their feet and started singing along. After 16 years of performing, it took Madonna going to a Sting concert to realize that music brings people together. Alright. Star Wipes! Oh great, we get my least favorite Sacha Baron Cohen character. Fantastic. I would absolutely love it if the CD tore up his stereo after he put it in upside down. My favorite part of this video is the Powerpuff Girls style animation in the middle. It's so out of left field and I love it. Everyone enjoys the underwater level, right? Where did the idea for these titles come from? They add nothing to the video, and they go by so quickly that you completely forget about them until the next one shows up.
Like a virgin, like don't need no urging.
I would love to hear Ali G's full Like a Virgin rap. Not that I think that it would be good at all, but I just want to see where he would go with it. Hey, your clock's broken?
You want to see the real Big Ben?
Fun fact, Big Ben refers exclusively to the bell at the top of the tower. The tower itself is known as the Elizabeth Tower. Do with this what you will. The video was directed by Jonas Åkerlund, who had previously directed Madonna's Ray of Light video in 1998. In a GQ interview, he described the shoot as a weird time. She was pregnant, and we didn't want her to look pregnant, so we had to work around that. We had an idea to do a fun party video with her and her girls, make it a little bling and cowboy hats and all that. I find it funny what stereotypes of American culture other cultures have. They wear the bling, yes? And the cowboy hats? They are all big American cowboys, yes?
So a big up to the Swedes in the house.
The models who originally starred in the video were replaced on the day of the shoot. All the pretty model-type girls were too stiff, and none of them had any personality. So I said, okay, I'm gonna call my girls. I literally called them on the day of the shoot, and I said, what are you guys doing? Please save me. The idea behind the video was to play up the image that was becoming popular in music videos at the time. The expensive jewelry, the nice cars, the many beautiful women. The only problem with making a parody video like this is that you inevitably just end up making the same kind of video that you're satirizing. I don't know that any artists stopped putting models in their videos just because Madonna did it. Honestly, the only real hints that this is played for laughs at all are the cartoon section and the fact that they got the original parody rapper involved. I'm very curious when Madonna's music videos stop being good. She had a reciprocal relationship with MTV at the start of her career, and she dominated the music and video scenes of the 80s and 90s. Where did it all go wrong?
I always want to write good music, and I always, every time I go in the studio, I always think, oh God, I hope I can keep coming up with the goods, and somehow it just happens.
Music became Madonna's 12th and to date last #1 hit single. The song earned her 2 Grammy nominations and won Best Pop Clip of the Year at the Billboard Music Video Awards. It has also been listed favorably by critics both then and now. Mad TV did a parody of the video entitled Movies, complaining about Madonna's starring roles, a complaint that I always found a little bit unfair. Her acting chops might not have lit the world on fire, but she's not a terrible actress, and movies like League of Their Own and Dick Tracy are at least a fun ride.
I thought Madonna was great, just perfect for it, because people said, oh, you've got to have a great film actress. I said, you don't really need technically an actress, somebody who's, the Meryl Streep, a brilliant film actress. You want somebody who can sell songs, who can emote through singing, and that's what Madonna is brilliant at.
There should be a mercy rule on the Razzies, though. The early 2000s were not exactly kind to Madonna. Critics were mixed on her next album, 2003's American Life, which also embroiled her in controversy. Following that album's disappointing response, she distanced from Mirwez's production on her 2005 return to form, Confessions on a Dance Floor, which, on the back of its ABBA sampling hit single Hung Up, once again brought praise and acclaim. She later would reunite with Mirwez on her 2019 LP, Madam X. Ultimately, it doesn't seem like Music the Album was the universal world gatherer that Madonna wanted it to be. But, as with most Madonna eras, there are always 1 or 2 moments that stick with our cultural memory forever. Even if you don't hear these songs as readily as you do Vogue or Like a Prayer, you can always step back and think, hey, remember when Madonna was a cowboy for an album?
You look nice, that's nice.
Thank you. It's part of my whole cowgirl thing.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I always appreciate people liking and sharing my videos. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Do you know a terrible music video you'd love to see me cover? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.
I hope we can have you back again real soon.
I am never doing this again.
Whatever. We'll be right back.